This is the Farming Simulator 2025 Vehicle Showcase. I'm the American Gamer, and today we're doing a showcase on John Deere. And for those of you that didn't know, well, history lesson, John Deere was a blacksmith from Vermont, Rutland, Vermont, which knowingly is about 30 minutes from me. It's kind of cool. He started at 17 as a blacksmith, and then he moved to Detroit, Illinois, Detour, Illinois. He repaired a lot of plows, and then he realized that they were not up to par with the sandy soils of fields. So he went and invented his own plow, and then eventually he went on to he invented his first plow in 1838, and then in 1918 they bought the Waterloo Gasoline Engine Company, and that's when they started into making tractors. And there's a controversy about them. Some like them, some hate them. You know, there's a whole thing about doing the right to repair and all that, but that's another story for another time. Alrighty, so we're going to get into it. We're going to look at the first tractor, which is a John Deere 3650 power synchronization. It's a decent little tractor. It's got a lot of power for what it is. So let's look at the statistics. Actually, go up here to John Deere. And okay, so this one, so it has, it's a 3650, obviously. You can do, that's actually the only one. 85 kilowatts or 116 horsepower. It's a manual power shift. It's got a 118 liter fuel tank to 20 miles an hour. It weighs 5 tons. And TM600, I'm guessing, is the tire size. And you can, this one here in this game is $45,000. Yeah, you can have, obviously, you know, different wheels for it. Big ass tires. Wheel weights, twin wheels, and standard. 3-point, front weight. Can have, yeah, all that stuff. The Isaria Pro Compact, if that's what it's called. Alright, so let's take this beast for a ride. Let's actually hook it up to a plow. A John Deere plow, or cultivator. And let's see how she does. But let's, that is the wrong button. That's not working. Alright. Let's see how she goes. Oh, she was slow. She's going pretty good though. Gonna get her going up some hills. See how she pulls. I'm sure she pulls just fine. Not a bad little interior. There you go. That's there's no like cooler or anything. That'd be cool if there was. Yeah. Pretty simple. Not a bad little tractor to start if you're looking to start. Yeah. The cab has really nice, spacious view in it, which is fantastic. A lot of visibility. I like how they got the pillar right there in the middle of the windshield. So it's at the where the exhaust is. That way it's not blocking you really from seeing anything else or in the exhaust. Oh, she's struggling, fellas. Struggling. She's struggling. There you go. Getting her done. Powerhouse, not bad. Always prefer the bigger tractor than you have to get bigger plows, but for now this is adequate. Alrighty. I'm satisfied. Let's get her back. Alright, so you got these back here, you got, your ports and got your hitches and all that good junk. You got the lever here for your 3-point. Yeah, overall not a bad little tractor. Alright, on to the next one. Let's get her done. Alright, moving on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 6R. And I'll be honest, not a bad little tractor. You got the front 3-point up here with the hydro. You got the fuel tank. Actually, it's not. Definitely not the fuel tank. Exhaust. I believe there's yeah. Well, windshield washer fluid is down there. Okay. Going crazy. Got your switches and buttons here for in and out and up and down and all that with your 3-point. Got a lot of cool ports there. Got same on this side, so you got controls for both on each side. There's your fuel tank. So let's take a alright, let's take a look on the inside. Alright, so you got the buddy seat, which is kind of nice. Got nice controls there. You got the screens. Pretty cool. You got that screen up there. You got your radio. You got panoramic sunroof, which is always nice. Cup holder, cigarette lighter, all that jazz. You got this, that, yeah, all that stuff. It's pretty cool. Alright, let's take a look at the specs on this beast. So here okay, the 6R. You can have it in a 6R 145, 6R 155, 6R 165, 6R 185, and yeah, that's it for that. You have Michelin tires, Continental, just for Redestein, Piketty Nokian for winter, and Trelleborg. And then wheel weights, wide tires, and wheel weights. 1.5 meter narrow tires, that's for like cropping and stuff. Narrow tires. Rear narrow twin wheels, which is kind of badass. Narrow twin wheels, rear twin wheels. Here's the big twin wheels for like mud and all that. And standard, you can have US and EU. Panorama window or not. 3-point attacher can have front weights. You can have front load attacher or not. And this, it's a 192 horsepower, or a 234 is the biggest. 203 for the 155. 165 is 213. 185 is 234 horsey. Variable auto power IVT, 16 liter DEF, 322 liter fuel tank. That's pretty good. 30 miles an hour, 7.9 tons. TM 800 and TM 900 for the wheels. All right. So let's get this bad chicken for a ride. See how she does. All right. Down. This should have plenty of power. And all these John Deeres have the higher horsepower variant of motor. I'm not doing too bad. She's pulling pretty good actually. Not too shabby. The real test the hill. If I had the narrow tires, I wouldn't be making holes in the ground, in the plants. Well, I'm getting rid of it anyway, so I don't care. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all for this one. We may have to go bigger. For the next couple. Alright. So that's over with. Alright, we're gonna head back to talk a little bit more about this. Okay, so you got the quick hitch. That's what that is, a quick hitch on the back, which is super convenient. We got the yeah, quick hitch. I forgot to tell you guys about that, so that's pretty cool. Alright, put this piece back. And then we'll grab the next victim. All right. So this is the luxurious 6R 250. Sorry, hard to see. There we go. This is not the same tractor as this one. Alright, let's look at the interior. Wait, is this the same one as the other one I just had? Alright, let me make sure that's not the same one, because we all mess up. Okay, yep, so it's that one, okay. I will, while we're here, we'll look at the specs. The lowest you can get is the 230, which is a 281 horsepower, 207 kilowatt. The 6R 250 is, oh, okay, so you can't get a 240. 221 kilowatt, 301 horsepower, and they have a variable CVT, 470 liter fuel tank, 25 liter DEF tank, 31 mile an hour top speed, 9.5 tons, and a TM 1000 tire. And you have Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Ritson, Nokian, and Trelleborg. Setup is standard. You have wheel weights, medium tires and weights, wide tires and weights, narrow tires, twin wheels, narrow twin wheels, rear twin wheels, and standard, obviously. Then US and EU design. Right, EU design is a little bit different. So US, EU, you have the giant placards that hinder your view. And then the US, you got that thing that hinders your view substantially, but that could be back here or up there just as easily. Yeah, these arms stick out. Panorama window, got that up there. Easy ballast fast coupler, which is that. I guess. Okay, that's the underneath coupler. You'll see that in a little bit. On here, this is the air track. You get 3-point, and then weights. Now front load attacher, and the price is $268,000. And then with the options that are on it, all specced out, $289,000. All right. Let's take a look at her. She's kind of nice. I'm gonna leave the. Most tractors are capable of pulling more than what the manufacturers say. So we're unfolding the plow. Don't forget that we're going to be in here because doesn't seem to be having a problem going downhill. Let's go uphill. Just going uphill. A true test of strength of the 300 horsepower 6R. I'm going to say call this the premium because this is the one with the suspension seat and all that. Oh yeah. Can we stop and go? Oh, no problem. 360 horsepower, what? You got it. You're getting her done. Does not care at all. Okay, well, that's a... That's a plus. That's definitely a win. Yeah. Alright, so we've pretty much seen everything here, folks. We're going to move on to the next. Well, there you go. I get her back. where she needs to be. Perfect. All right. Now we're going to get into some serious business. This is where we start getting into the powerful tractors. This is the 7R 350 Gen 2. Alright. Overall, not a bad looking tractor. You got the 3-point up here, big ass tires, DF right there. Got the big 3-point with the quick hitch. That has the underbody weight distribution weight underneath it. Go over that in a minute. Yeah, overall, got the front hoses and shit. Not a fan of how high that fuel tank is, but hey, you know what? It's a big tractor, so yeah. Alright, let's get in here, take a look at her. She's very noisy apparently. We got cubby over there, got that big chicken, got that vent up there, that's a storage unit. Then you got I think a cooler in there, got your buddy seat. Yeah, overall very nice and spacious. Yeah, so let's look at the specs of this beast. 7R. So you got the 7R series, so there's 7R270, which is 305 horsepower, 225 kilowatts. These 290, which is 244 kilowatts, 332 horsepower. 310, which is 259 kilowatts, 352 horsepower. 330, which is 274 kilowatts, 373 horsepower. And 350, wait, yeah, 350, which is 285 kilowatts, 388 horsepower. And yeah, then you got the real brands, obviously BKT, Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, Redestein, Nokian. You can have same wheel weights, wide tires with weights. Yeah, narrow twin wheels, rear twin wheels, front twin wheels, standard, U.S. and European options. The U.S. you got all these regulated signals and stuff out here. EU, it's like whatever, you'll live. Got 3-point obviously and front loader. Oh, wait, that's where it is. Well, that's what I wanted. All right. Well, have the ISRA compact front load. All right, let's go back. I knew that tractor could have a front loader on it. So this plow is actually not enough for that. Let's switch mode. Okay, leased items, got it. All right, let's go to the disc Harrows. That's 400. That's 600 horsepower. 15. And then 30. Oh damn, 350. 180. All right, I'm gonna go back. Gotta find something that'll be good for. Okay, let's do a 400 horsepower. All right. All right, let's do the 400 horsepower. Let's get this bad chicken going. I'm actually going to put the front loader on here. Actually, you know what? I'm not. Alright, let's go get the... Oh, okay, I got the front weight on it. Alright. Well, this unfolds. Oh, this is a beautiful tractor. It really is. Alright, let's get her going. Overall, not too shabby. Let's see if we can make this up. Oh, she's struggling. She's struggling. She's doing it, but she's struggling. Getting her done, folks. She's not doing too bad, if I don't say so myself. Not too bad at all. Got all these rocks here. Not bad. Not bad. I'll fold her up. Oh, that noise is so cool. Alright, let's get... Alright, so that's the 73R. Or 7R. Which is ultimately a pretty damn good tractor. I say it myself, it's pretty sweet. Now we're getting into even more bigger territory. Alright, so now let's get in the big bad chicken of the 8R, the heavy duty tractors. This is pretty nice actually. Alright, let's look at the interior. Pretty much the same as the rest of them. Nothing different. Yeah, I got all that up there. Got that. Got the shade there. Pretty much all the same. Let's get out for a minute, take a look. So yeah, it's got a nice beautiful sloping front end. 3-point up there. It's 410. Got all the same as the regular John Deere's. Alright, let's take a gander at the specs of the beast. This is the 8R. Alright. So, you have 8R 280, which has 240 kilowatts, 326 horsepower. The 8R 310, which has 263 kilowatts, 357 horsepower. You have the 340, which is 285 kilowatts, 388 horsepower. The 8R 370, which is 309 kilowatts, 420 horsepower. And then the 410, which is 337 kilowatts, 458 horsepower. So yeah, then you obviously got the same wheel brands, minus PKT, standard wheel weights, wide tires, pretty good. We have US and EU versions. We can have a 3-point front weight, front weight. You have the Ice Rock Pro Compact. And the price on that is $312,000. And the add-ons, that doesn't matter. With fully loaded with everything, it's $399,950. So you're looking at $400K, and then it's got the e-auto power or whatever that is. Transmission, 727 liters of fuel, 37 liters of DEF, diesel exhaust fluid, 31 miles per hour top speed, 15 tons, Agramax V Flecto wheels. I guess. So, yeah. All right, let's we're gonna sell that. And we're gonna buy a bigger cultivator. What's the horsepower that we have here? 458 horses. So, whoops. 458 horses. Let's try a 600 horsepower chisel. That's actually caster. Sure, I guess. I don't know. It'd be nice if I could do John Deere green, but okay, whatever. That's fine. Alright, let's get into it. Yep, time for doing. Oh, that's cool. It's green. See if this bad chicken can pull the 400 horsepower or 600 horsepower hitch. That's a lot of... Wow. Here goes. She's doing it. You may not like it, but she's doing it. This might take a minute. Let's see if she can go up the hill. Weather. There you have it, folks. A 400 and something horsepower tractor pulling a 600 required 600 plus horsepower pulled chisel. She's doing it. Downhill, but she's doing it. She is getting her done. That is truly impressive, folks. Truly impressive. Oh. She's going. She's at her limits. Putting her to the test, guys. So yeah, she'll pull a 600 horsepower worthy plow. She may not like it, but doing it. All right. So that was mission accomplished. She got it done. So that's the 8R with over 400 horsepower. Now, let's get into this beast, the 9R640 articulated tractor. Let's take a look at this here. Alright, so you got 9R 640. Yeah, you got beautiful big wheels. You got the dual tanks back here, or big tank. Standard 3-point. Got all these lights here. It's pretty cool. DF there. Let's check out. Alright, the 640. Okay, alright, so the 9R440, the 640 series, 9 series. The 440 has 356, can't talk, 356 kilowatts, 484 horsepower. The 490 has 396 kilowatts, 539 horsepower. The 9R540 has 437 kilowatts, 594 horsepower. The 590 has 477 kilowatts, 649 horsepower. And the 9R640, the big chicken, is 508 kilowatts or 691 horsepower. It comes with a 1,490 liter fuel tank, diesel, 120 liter DEF tank, 24 miles an hour top speed, 22.9 tons, and TM900 wheels. And it's got a power shift transmission. And the wheels are, pretty much all the same. BKT, Nokian, Trouborg. Nokian only comes to duals. Cool. Wheel weights. Let's just hold the tractor together just in case it falls apart. Wide tires. Wide tire weight, twin wheels. Those weights. US and EU versions. Wow, EU is going crazy. Front weight. Got 3-point additional weight. And the compact. Alright. Alrighty. Now the plow is 600 what? Or yeah. Cultivator. 630 horsepower, and our tractor is 680. So I'm gonna sell that. That's 458 horsepower. Okay, so that one's 691 horsepower. So these are smaller, but I'm doing the tracked ones afterwards. All right, let's get into it. Listen to that. Obviously this tractor is not going to have any problem pulling this. No problem at all whatsoever. That's fancy. 690 horsepower. It doesn't care. But I got weights in the front and the back. I thought I had weights on the weights. Oh yeah, it does not care at all. Here's the tractor. Alright folks, that is it for Farming Simulator vehicle. Yeah, that's it for episode 1. We'll be back for episode 2, and we'll be doing the tracked vehicles in episode 2. This was just the wheeled vehicles. We'll do wheeled tractors. We'll do the track tractors in the next episode, episode 2. So, if you liked it, like, comment, and subscribe. Check out this video, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful day. Peace